Here with Indiana Pacers star Victor Oladipo. Vic, appreciate you taking the time. A year to this date, pretty much, when you suffered that injury, that gruesome injury. We're here in Indy right now. What's your emotions like right now? You're just looking back at that. What are the emotions for you?
No, honestly, it's crazy how it's almost been a year since, I fell on that floor and I wasn't getting back up on my own strength. And you don't realize what kind of person you are until you can't walk for 2 months. You know what I mean? And it was a tough battle, tough climb, but it's something I always remember. And my faith and my belief in myself and in my God, I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I've done everything I can to make the most of this opportunity. I had surgery, I believe, on a Tuesday. I was in the gym on Friday.
So you go down on that floor, like you said, your basketball career kind of flashed in front of you. What was that like? Like, were you like, damn, am I done? Is my career over? Like, what are the thoughts in your mind when that happened?
I knew what it was. I knew I tore something. I know it was my quad. There was a strong chance it was my quad, and then when going into the x-ray room, it pretty much solidified what it was. But I knew my career wasn't over. I just knew I was gonna have to work extremely hard to get back to where I needed to be. And it wasn't gonna be easy. And I knew that I had to be patient and positive the entire process. So I'm just trying to maintain that and work on my mind as much as I work on my body.
So I know you have a return date here set for you. What is that, and how excited are you to finally get back on that floor?
January 29th. We play the Chicago Bulls at home on a Wednesday night. And that could change, that might not change, who knows. But it's definitely good to have something to look forward to, especially after 12 months of wondering and hoping and not being sure, and 12 months of the unknown. So,
how emotional you think it'll be getting back on that floor, back in the locker room with your jersey on again, in Indy at Bankers Life Fieldhouse? What are the emotions you think it'll be?
It's going to be a very, very emotional night. I think more so for everybody that supported me, that's coming to watch, than me. I'm just going to go out there and play basketball, what I've been playing since I was 4 years old, and what I've been wanting to do since I was 4 years old. Now, granted, it's been a minute since I played, in the NBA, in an NBA game, but at the end of the day, after I get my feet wet, I go up and down the floor. Maybe I might have to foul somebody just to get that out of my system too. But once that's all said and done and the game just starts flowing, then I'll just be playing basketball again. But I know for everyone else, it's going to be pretty emotional. So I'm looking forward to the night. It's going to be very historic, very memorable.
Out of all the people you know that'll be there on the 29th, who specifically do you think, like, that message you got, did you ever receive a message from someone around you that really set you on that path during rehab?
My mother. My mother was there the night I got hurt, ironically. And I remember, getting carted off the court, and if you watch the video real closely, my mom reaches out for me, and then someone kind of pushes her back because they don't realize it's my mother. So it was kind of a moment where the mother couldn't get to her child. It's a very powerful moment if you watch it. And then when we get back to the x-ray room, my mom comes in, and then that's when, the tears start flowing. And the first thing my mom said was, God's just trying to test us. We're gonna be just fine. It was tough, I had my moment of being down, or whatever the case may be, but my mother got me right back up, and she challenged me right then and there to come back better than I was, because she told me this is a test.
You're probably looked at as that missing piece, for you guys to start closing games and really take that next step. But what's your mentality going to be like? Can you compare it to how your mentality was before you got injured?
Yeah, I'm not going to ease my way into anything. I'm not going to second guess myself or, just try to take my time with stuff. No, I'm going to go full throttle. And I'm going to be aggressive. And I'm going to go at dudes. And I'm not going to shy away from anything, because that's not who I am. That's not why I got to this point. Sure, I haven't played basketball in a year and it might not be perfect, but my mentality will never change. Never.
In a lot of ways, like you said, it's kind of blessing in disguise, mentally, physically, emotionally. But I think you picked up on another technique too, like box shooting, the ability to extend your range. Steph Curry does it, Damian Lillard does it. Just guys elevating the range, and now you're seeing guys shoot 35 feet, 40 feet sometimes away from the basket. Is that something to expect out of your game? How did that come about, and was that another blessing in all this?
Yeah, it definitely was another blessing in disguise. My shooting is at a different level. I've never really been able to shoot the ball like this before. I mean, I would say I could shoot, but this is different now, where I'm at right now. So I'm looking forward to showcasing it to the world.
Since you suffered the injury, life's kind of slowed down for you, right? And you've been able to, do stuff off the court, become more of a mogul off the court. Your friend, business partner, manager, Jay, what have you learned from the off-court side and doing more business and entrepreneurial?
Having the opportunity to pretty much get sat down and not do anything else, it opens doorways and it opens your mind to other things as far as business goes. And you start to realize that you have a long career, but it's still short. You pray for a long career. But even 15, 16 years, there's still so much of your life left. So you have to do things to set up your future for your family and your family's family. And then, I kind of dove into certain business relations and business partnerships while I was hurt that I might necessarily have the opportunity to if I wasn't. I had more time now. So I was able to sit with these businessmen and sit with these different ventures and kind of explain to them my story and my impact and what I was trying to do to help the world and change the world. And at the end of the day, it became something special.
I feel like everything, once you had that injury, everything kind of recalibrated, right? You dive more into that, hire a new agent, Aaron Turner, you start doing things off the court. What was your mentality, doing all that and focusing on all that?
Stop settling. I know my worth, and you gotta believe in who you are, because you only got one life to live. And I know that might sound dramatic, but it's true. And if you know your worth, then why settle for anything less than that? So for me, my mentality has been that ever since I got injured, is that if you don't know your worth now and you don't settle for less now, it could be over with very soon. So I'm full throttle on and off the court, in business, in basketball, in life. I believe in myself 1,000%, and I'm going to bet on myself in anything that I do.
So you're on the cusp of your return onto the court in Indy, your home state. What is that going to be like for you? Not only from a return standpoint, but players you see all across the league right now, right? Leverage on and off the floor. And what's your number one goal as you look at coming back here?
To win a championship. I mean, at the end of the day, my number one goal has always been that, is to win at the highest level possible. I don't understand why you would just want to play this game and be average at it. I've been playing the game since I've been wanting to play, and been playing the game since I was 4 years old. And I wanted to be a champion back then. So for me, that's all I want to do. My people will tell you, that's literally, my mom will tell you, that's literally all I talk about is winning championships. And I don't understand why you wouldn't want to. Want to be known as one of the greatest. Why even play? To me, personally, that's my personal opinion. But coming back here and playing for this team, I feel like you add me to this team, I feel like we could do something special. Obviously, I have to be on my P's and Q's, and I got to get my rhythm back. But, I feel like I can. And I feel like when I do, we could do something really special. So I think we got a chance. Others might not think that, and that's fine. It doesn't really matter what they think. I'm just looking forward to going out there and playing with my teammates.